Hey y'all, welcome back to MovementLink. So let's talk about a mistake we see a lot. We see it both in the clean and the snatch, but we see it way more often in the clean. And it's just dumping out our receiving position. I don't even want to demo it with the bar, but what this looks like is people drive it up, they pull under, and they're catching it, and then as they go down, they just completely dump everything out at the bottom, and then they're pushing up and driving like this. Literally on the internet, I've seen people do it. I've seen it in person. We've had literally people pee their pants in class, watched it happen because of these positions where we have pelvic floor turned off. We just have these gross positions. So remember, in our opinion, you know, a deadlift has control of all of these things. And if we do these nasty things and pick a bar up, you didn't do a deadlift, you did a nasty thing and picked the bar up. So these exercises are very specific. So I like to get that message through to people, is that if we come down and we receive in this position and then we stand up with it, you didn't do a clean. That's not what a clean is. A clean is catching it in a front squat position and coming up. And once we lose that position, we're not in a front squat, no longer doing a clean. Doesn't mean it's never gonna happen to you and you're a terrible person if it happens to you. It just means we shouldn't be counting PRs. We shouldn't be allowing that to happen over and over and over and over and over again in our training. And if it's happening over and over, we gotta back up and we gotta fix it. So a couple considerations here. What people think about is they're trying to use the bounce out of the bottom. And if you have Olympic weightlifting shoes on, you can kind of bounce your hamstrings on your calves to come up. But this is a very Olympic weightlifting, world-class specific method of getting a little more power out of the bottom. So is this something an everyday person who wants to get really, really good at the snatch, clean, and jerk should be doing? In my opinion, probably not. We do want to use that muscle elasticity, but it's just like doing a squat. We're to keep you in a really strong position, getting you to go as low as you need to go for the lift, but we got to stay tight and organized down there. And so if we go down and we lose it, it's just time, dump the weight on the ground. Let's try again next time. So if you do catch yourself with this kind of pooping dog position issue, the ways to handle it are to back off on the weight. And then also what I like to do is when I'm pulling under, especially when it's heavy, I'm thinking elbows and chest as high as possible. And so when I'm pulling under this weight and I'm going for something low, I'm really focused on posture, 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 posture down in the bottom. Because I know if I'm doing a max clean, my max clean is the same weight as my front squat max. So I know if I'm going down there to get it, I have to be in a perfect position or I don't have a chance of coming up with that weight. So we learn that with lightweight and we build on it, but once you let that nastiness slip in and you just make it part of your routine and you let it count and you just make it part of what you allow to happen, that's where you're gonna get into some big mistakes, and down the road, you might be the person peeing on the floor that I'm talking about in this video. Hope that helps. Hope you're not the person peeing on the floor. Talk to y'all soon.